What up, this your Bizoid, and I figured I'll do a little comparison versus a new rod and a pretty damn popular rod for the D series already. We have Maxspeedingrods D15B7, which is, D series, and a D15B, both D series. Here they are. This is Maxspeedingrods, and here is the new D15B by Speedfactory. Now, out of these two, you can obviously see which one is the stronger rod. This is a much beefier rod than this. This is a no notch design. You will have to notch the block for this one. And from what my boy James D guy, Texas Honda channel, from what I've seen from him, you don't even gotta notch it that much. He didn't even have to notch his block that much. He just notched it a lot because, just the precautions or whatever, just to be, safe. But out of these two, we're gonna take a look. Let me see if I can even get these out. Hold on. So now that we got one bolt out of each, you can see the comparison. This is the Maxspeedingrods, still ARP, much thinner bolt than the Speedfactory ARP rod bolt. Here's a comparison. Side by side, much beefier. Bottom end right here. Now, first thing I noticed out of these two rods, the forging process, like the forging finishing on the Speedfactory rod looks a lot more cleaner than the Maxspeedingrods. I can say one feature one feature that the Maxspeedingrods have that the Speedfactory don't have is in the pin right here. There is a groove cut out to lubricate the wrist pin up there all the way around, and you have just one hole drilled from the top straight through. On the Speedfactory rod, there is none, but you have two oiling holes instead of one. I like that. So, depends on, personal preference. I don't know, but I actually like this design much better. Wrist pin design, pretty much the same. Here's the Speedfactory one hole and other one, and here is the Maxspeedingrods. Hole is much bigger on the Maxspeedingrod rod than the Speedfactory rods. What about the big end? Much more meat on the Maxspeedingrods big end, because these are no notch, so I'm pretty sure they had to take them. The material had to be thinner. The rod had to be thinner than this so it can clear. And this is a longer rod as well too. Overall, you can see it's longer. Increase the compression. So yeah, I just thought you guys would want to see these comparison of these two rods. The finish on the Speedfactory, I just gotta say, it looks better than this one. But forge is forge. I'm pretty sure Maxspeedingrods, these HBM rods, to me, I will say hold more power than these right here. You just have much more material. I'm sorry. So ain't no telling. These are new rods. I don't know if they've been stress tested. Ain't nobody really running these right now. or on a dyno or in a car, really pushing them to the limits. But I done seen these rods right here handle some power, like some real power. D series and B series. So yeah, pros and cons in both. And yeah, you know, forging is forging, but you know, we don't know the forging process of these two rods, so that's up in the air. But rod bolts, have to give one to Speedfactory, and wrist pin area, I have to give it to Maxspeedingrods. Big end, thinner, thicker. Let me see how these look. Put them side by side. You can even see the finishing forging process of the two. It's really easy to see. These are polished. These not polished at all. Yeah, but these are nice though. Both rods, you know, can hold power. Don't have to notch. Have to notch, you know, pros and cons. But which one I'm going with, I'm going to use in my D15B. Right now I'm looking for a crank. Well, I actually found a crank already and found some bearings. I ordered a crank and it's so-called a D15B crank, but it's not a D15B crank, because if that was the case, these Speedfactory rods will work, and they don't work. So I don't know. I don't really know what D15B crank it is. I mean, what D series crank it actually is. I don't know. So yeah, but we're gonna use the Speedfactory rods. I'm gonna send these back or sell these. Let me know. Inbox me. I'll let them go for exactly 200 bucks. And yeah, this your boy, SI Rico. There's no video on YouTube right now of anybody comparing these two rods. Just a little something. I'm gonna start uploading again. I think this is the second video that I didn't put up so far since I've been out for like a month and some change. Oh yeah, I got my flywheel, lightweight steel flywheel. Wrist pins is over there, and yeah, Nippon pistons over there. So we will be using the Speedfactory rods, and I'm gonna buy me some new pistons. We're not using those pistons right there. I'm selling those pistons. So we're selling the rods and pistons as a combo. I don't know how much, but yeah, I'm buying some different aftermarket pistons because those pistons are stock specs. If I put those pistons on these rods, by these being a longer stroke, it will stick out the deck. So yeah. When I bought these Speedfactory rods, I thought they was exactly stock height to a stock D15B rod. I didn't know they was actually, you know, longer too, like the other rods they have. I thought it was just stock specs, but it's not. These are actually tall also to increase you know, compression on Viterra pistons. So I might buy me a set of Viterras anyway, which I didn't want to run. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm kind of really like kind of confused because I want to use my pistons because I want to raise the compression of my motor. I want it to, you know, I want it to raise the compression, period. Fuck. I really don't know, like, I don't know, man. I think I'ma just, I don't know. I really don't know. Or I can buy me a fucking D16, you know, block, shit, bare block. If anyone have one, let me know. And then I'll be able to use these in my pistons. Because the block deck is taller. And a D16, like white or something like that. But I don't know, man. I just gotta wait till my crank get here and my cranking bearings to get here, and you know, we can make our decision there. What, you know, what we gonna do. But this your boy, SI Rico. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thought I'd do a little comparison real quick. Sorry, again, I haven't been uploading, but we finna start racking them out again. And yeah, working now, got money coming in, so y'all already know what that means. Parts is finna be flying in, bro. Yeah, and we'll be painting hatch too. But this your boy, SI Rico. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one, though. Love y'all. Love the hat, right? I'm out, though. Peace!
No one ever said it'd be easy. No one ever said it won't take no time. No one ever seemed to believe me. No one ever thought that I could make those rhymes. And no one ever said it'd be easy.